Welcome to the North Shore 9 podcast, episode number 144, part of the Pod Hub Network. I am Ryan Alexander. Along with me, as always, is Anthony DiNardo. DiNardo, what up?
Yeah. What up, Ryan?
What was that?
I'm excited.
What are you excited?
It's Sunday night. It's North Shore 9 podcast night. I'm excited to go, baby.
You are excited to go.
I don't know what it is. I'm in a good mood today.
Well, that's good. It's always good.
It's not because of my Fortnite skills.
Oh.
Ryan from Pirates Corner would know.
Oh. They're jumping on there with you now, too?
Yeah, we played a little today. It was myself, Wagner to Kutch, Ryan from Pirates Corner, and Smitty from Around the 412.
Oh, that's a crew right there.
Yeah. That's clearly why we lost.
Look out! I was going to say.
Anyways, enough of that Fortnite.
Look out for that fearsome foursome coming over the, I don't know, the plane. What the heck is on Fortnite? I don't know.
No more planes.
Yeah.
They're vaulted.
Oh,
sorry.
Great. Good stuff.
You didn't know?
I don't know. My extent of Fortnite is watching you when you stream it from time to time for like 5 minutes, and there's no action going on, and I'm like, I'm off. I'm done with this.
There you go. Well, that's because you're watching me play Fortnite,
well,
and I'm not that good.
There you go. You didn't even have Geddes with you. What the heck?
Geddes is probably sleeping. You know how he does.
Unbelievable. Or buying a car. Either one.
Or buying a car.
Yep.
Clearly. He's either sleeping, buying a car, or selling a house.
Well, speaking of someone that could do all three of that, somebody who could be buying a house in Philadelphia.
Sounds like a plug.
Very, very well. No, it's not a plug. It's a segue. But we're not getting there yet. We'll let you know when that. We'll let the listeners know when that comes about.
It could be a plug.
Yeah, it could be, but it's going to be a segue into the stupid Philadelphia Phillies. So, Bryce Harper could do all of that. He could buy a couple cars, like 20 of them, and then buy another 20 the next week. But yeah, he could buy some cars. He could buy a house. But yeah, Bryce Harper has officially signed a free agent deal, a major league contract, DiNardo, for 13
How exciting is that?
13 years. 13.
13 years?
1-3. What's going on?
I'll tell you what, I was definitely taken back by
What's
that.
going on here, bro?
I don't know. Let's put it this way. We knew he was getting paid, right?
Especially after Manny, yes.
He was getting paid. I was shocked about the 13 years.
Yes.
I mean, Manny getting 10, I was like, wow. I was a little bit taken back by that too, because I don't know if I really believe in like the 10-year deals happening still.
I don't.
I was on board with, how Houston's owner came out and said, you're not going to see them again. I got it, but you could see an 8-year deal and still throw out some money. So when Manny got the 10-year, I was like, okay, well, Bryce is clearly getting 10 years then for sure.
Yep. And
it's probably going to be 300. It's probably going to be more.
Right.
And when I saw the 330, I was like, 10 years, 330. Actually, that sounds about right. But then I saw the 13, and Ryan, I was taken back a bit.
Taken aback?
13 years. He's going to be there forever. But it's not even because of that. It's just because the fact that, that length, like we're talking about 10-year deals, not seeing that. And then you see one for 13. And 13 now for 330. It's like, it's not that mega contract I think I was expecting. Clearly, and you said it, Manny got more money per year.
Yeah.
You talk about like the weight of money per season. Manny made out well. Where Bryce is spread over 3 more years, I don't know.
And Manny's in a better city. Maybe not a better team.
He's in a way better
But he's
city.
in a way better city. So, yeah, and I'm with you. Like, it's a head-scratcher for me, too. So, Manny signs that deal. Well, that was basically last week, right? Was that last week? I don't know. He signs that deal.
Sell.
And you're like, okay, Harper with Boris is going to one-up it. Like, it's going to be a 10-year... like 301 if you even wanted to just one up it, or 330.
See, I thought like the Stanton contract made a whole lot of sense. I thought it'd be 10-year. Really, I thought it'd be like a 10-year 330. Like that's going to be the minimum. He has to break a record.
Right.
So it's either the annual value or the long-term length.
Yeah, and it was like neither.
13.
It was
13 for 30.
So the thing is like. Does he get the all-time, he broke the record for the biggest contract? Like, just straight out dollar figures, yes. But, like, that 13 changes it a lot for me. Like, first off, and I don't see, to me, I don't think Boris did him any favors. I don't think Boris did his client any favors. Did he get him more money than Manny? I guess overall, but not per year. But here's the thing. So here's the thing if I'm Harper. I see Manny sign that deal for $10,300. So why wouldn't you say, if you're Harper, you say, look, I want to, I obviously want to break that. Give me $330. Make it a 10-year deal. I'll get rid of all my opt-outs, which apparently he never wanted any. That's what their camp's saying. Give me a no trade clause. I don't want any opt-outs, and I'll do a 10 for $330 for you. And then at that point, so like Boris's big thing was, well, it's, how many times do you see a 36, 37, a 38-year-old getting, $25 million a year? Well, of course, that's not going to happen. So Harper is going to get that in this contract. But, Donato, don't you think he would have been better off doing the 10-3-30 and then just hitting free agency at age 36 or whatever, 37, and saying, okay, maybe he hasn't gotten a ring or something yet in Philadelphia, and saying, I'll sign on with the Yankees for, $5 million or something, and just trying to be a DH and just trying to get a ring or something. Or do your 10-3-30 and just retire. Like, you have kind of more options. Like, why did they go the 3 extra years? Like, I don't get it.
I guess it comes down to, like, which side do you actually believe?
I don't believe Boris' side, so...
I don't think we'll ever truly know. We can all speculate, and part of the speculation is that, Boris and Harper didn't make out on the deal that they wanted. And I'm sure they wanted more money than $330 ultimately. But the fact, like you said, there's no trade clause, that you would expect, okay? But there's no opt-outs either.
Right.
I almost expected there to be an opt-out, like you said, to give leverage to the player. So maybe, there's speculation saying that maybe it was like a 10-30, 330, I should say, that they were wanting, and Philly said, we'll give you 13, but no, that's like their negotiation ploy.
Yeah.
Like no opt-outs. We'll give you 13 for 330. Maybe it's a 10-300. Right. Like we'll give you 13-330. You get the record, but there's no opt-outs. And maybe that was the hang-up for all this time. Because that's the thing, too. Like, they've clearly been in talks since November. This isn't like the Philadelphia swope in the last minute.
Oh, we better sign this guy.
Okay, let's talk. Right. They've had discussions time and time, and week after week after week, month after month. So there's probably been hang-ups this whole time. And now that we got this far, to save face, it's like, well, here's why we did this. And the Harper camp's like, well, I don't want this large annual value because I wanted to bring free agents in. No, you didn't get it. So now that's how you're going to say. And
it's
I guess,
bizarre.
again, that comes down to, like, who do you believe? Do you believe Harper in saying that's what it is? Or do you just think he didn't get what he wants and now he's going to kind of switch it up, and here's why. Now, with that being said, let's talk about the deal. $330 million, 13 years, huge commitment. But like you're saying, it is not an egregious amount of money per year. It's a lot of money, but it's not.
Max Scherzer, like Max Scherzer. Max Scherzer's getting paid very well, but he's making more per year at this point.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at. Like, actually, there's a lot of big
there's
contracts,
a couple
and they're
of them,
getting more than what he's getting. For this type of contract, it's not like he's going to weigh down the Phillies per se. $25 million, yes, is a lot of money, but a team like the Phillies can afford it for potentially that type of player. And yeah, it can add flexibility around to sign other people. It's not that a cap broke with Bryce Harper, like the Cubs are with Hayward.
Yeah.
Think about that for a much lesser player.
Yikes.
So it kind of makes sense for the Phillies. It makes sense for him, and that's what he's saying too. He's saying that because of that, plus there's no opt out, no trade clause. I'm here. I can recruit people. I can get them here. The Phillies can afford them because of my cap number.
Yeah, I guess.
He's saying that all the good things are being said. That makes sense. Is it true? Is that really why he wanted to do it? Is this what he is focused on? I don't know. I said from day one, it's about the money. I still truly believe it, and I think it's how it worked out. But again, this isn't like one of those just egregious. He didn't set the market. I'll put it that way, if that makes sense.
It was kind of once you saw the deal come down after Manny's, it was like underwhelming. I mean, like still a ridiculous amount of money, but
it is.
It's like,
but this isn't one where it's like, wow.
It's like just like
that's the new standard.
But like that's what it doesn't make sense to me, because like if you're the Phillies, you'd have to think. I don't know. They talk all offseason. They talk like, we're going to spend stupid money. Like, we're going to spend this money. We got money. We're going to spend it. And so you would think that they'd be okay with giving him a 10-330, going a little more per year and not, having to be so cash strapped or whatever, or payroll strapped. But they do this 13-330, and it's like, all right, I guess that's better for them, like, now in the long haul. But it's like, dude, like, what are you, 13 years? Like, that's insane, and who knows what's happening. Like, this team, this Phillies core, like, they're not going to be around for 13 years, but Harper's going to be apparently with them for 13 years unless he, waives his no-trade clause.
There's going to be, like, 3 cores.
Right, so it's like, at some point, like, we've seen these cycles go through. Like, at some point, the Phillies are going to have to, like, ship people off and back off. So, I don't know. I don't know if just Harper just rides it out with them and that's that, but to me, like, Harper could have got the 330 in my eyes, and then been a free agent at 36 and been like, okay, I could retire, or I could go get more money and probably sign on as a DH with whoever and just try to collect a ring. I don't, who knows what kind of player he'll be at that point.
Right, but again, it comes down to, what do you believe? Like, his thing is he wants to retire with the same team. Like, this is it. He's retiring a Philly. You're here right now.
I know. I don't believe
13, play this 13 years from now. He wants to retire with the Phillies. He's saying it today that he's going to retire with the Phillies.
Everything, all the reports we heard leading up to it was like,
I respect it.
Was like, the Phillies are the only ones offering him the deal, and the Giants were talking to him, but like they were offering him over $300 million, and he hadn't accepted it yet. And it was like, wow, Harper really doesn't want to go to Philadelphia, and then he signs on for 13 years with no opt-outs. And it's like, right. Holy smokes! So, who knows?
Sign a marriage. Like, there's no divorce option.
Like you said, but who knows how how the discussions and everything went for the past 3-4 months and everything. We'll never know. But I don't know, man. Like I think it looks bad on. I mean, as much as you can say it looks bad on Boris, I think it does. I don't know. Like, I just don't think Boris got his agent or his player the best deal. Like, it just. Well, I don't know.
Let's think about this too. So, I mean, because with what you're saying, I guess I kind of side with maybe what Bryce is saying, because think about this, Ryan. So word is the Dodgers. I don't know if you saw this, but the Dodgers were basing him $45 million a year. The Dodgers had an offer of 4 years, $180 million.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that next.
So if you're really thinking on the side of the most money, knowing that you're getting $180 million in 4 years, you're Bryce Harper. If you sign that deal at age 30, you're re-entering free agency. I know it's funny to say, but you only have to recoup now $120 million. So if you were going to retire at age 39, you have 9 years to make $120 million. If you take the ultimate, I'm going to bet on myself, I'm going to make the most money, I think you take that deal. I mean, $45 million a year for 4 years. That's absurd.
Right. Now, what do you think he should have accepted that? Because so what? He would have basically been a free agent at what, age 30?
Age 30. I mean, he's still coming out relatively young for free agents.
Right, because that's pretty much when free agents hit kind of free agency anyway. It's like their first trip to it. So could he have made enough money on that second contract to make up for this contract that he got for the Phillies, basically? Who knows?
Right.
I mean, I think it's definitely possible. I mean, the Dodgers were giving him, what was it, like basically what did it come out annually, $40 million a year?
45
or 45. 4 for 45.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
So it was 4 years, $180 million.
So at that point you would have needed, let's see if I can do math, $150 million more on your second contract. So
oh my bad, 330. I'm thinking 300 still. Yeah. So okay. But still, right. 150 more.
So, I mean, it's possible. At that point, I mean, it's still, to get $45 million a year, that's insane.
I mean, if he's putting up the numbers that he's supposed to put up.
Right.